Today's a big day. I just hit 300 subscribers on my channel. I think that's a fairly big deal. So while we're here, I thought I would take a few minutes to talk about the state of my channel, what the journey has been like so far, and my plans for the future. This is a really exciting time for me. I actually, was so excited to make this video that I don't actually have 300 subscribers as I'm recording this. I'm at 299, and hopefully I'm not about to jinx it and get stuck at 299 forever, or have it start going down. Anyway, as it stands right now, my lengthy videos about roguelikes and their whole legacy are hands down the most popular things on my channel. I'm pretty glad for this too, because those are by far the videos that I put the most work into. But I want to get some stuff off my chest about these videos as well. In the summer of 2014, I was just really frustrated that people were using the wrong terminology to talk about roguelikes and roguelites, and were essentially taking the word roguelike down a path by which it would soon lose all meaning. I mean, look at this summary of a random Steam game. I blocked out the title so you can't tell what the game is. Based on this description, and without looking it up, do you have any idea what this might be referring to? Because nowadays it is pretty much as generic as you can get in describing a new indie game. So I made The Truth About Roguelikes, and posted it on a couple forums to try and get people talking, and spread my message. A lot of people are getting to hear about it now. It was pretty much the springboard that launched me as far as I've gotten on YouTube, and I'm glad for that. But this is also undeniably my most disliked video out of anything on my channel. I think the main reason for this is just that people will often go into the video with this preconception that I'm wrong, will not listen to a single thing I have to say in the video, and will hit the dislike button after watching less than a minute. The video gets a lot of comments, and I can tell right away whether somebody did or did not watch the whole video. So I don't even bother to respond to the people who obviously didn't watch the whole thing. Even though I think this is the main source of the video's high number of dislikes, I have to say I also view it as kind of the black sheep of my channel. It is the only thing I have uploaded that I am not completely satisfied with and proud of. Well, except maybe the elevator source video where you could barely hear my voice and most of the video was mysteriously cut off. But that's not something I put any effort into, Don't get me wrong, I still agree with all the substantial content in that first roguelike video, but I absolutely hate the humor I tried to inject into it, and how abrasive my tone was, while simultaneously sounding like I didn't really care about the subject matter. Even worse is that I didn't even manage to cover every topic I wanted to cover in that video, so I made an awkward follow-up sequel to it, which most people do not watch. It has something like 1/6 of the views that the first video has. It has crossed my mind to delete the video and maybe re-upload a cleaner, less annoying version of it, but I'm not going to do that for a lot of reasons. The main reason is that I always hate when YouTubers take down or revise their old content out of their own personal dissatisfaction, so that you don't get a clear picture of how they've grown and developed over time. Another reason is that the current video is one of the most watched things on my channel, and even if that isn't saying much right now, I don't want to change it and cause anyone who might have bookmarked it or favorited it to have a broken link. Those are all the abstract reasons I don't want to remove or change the video, and the pragmatic reason is that somehow when I moved all of my video files over to a new hard drive earlier this year, a lot of the older videos got corrupted and are no longer usable. So I would have to re-record a ton of footage for the purpose of remaking that video, and I couldn't just edit the parts that need to be edited. It would be a complete remake from the ground up, and given those previously mentioned circumstances, it just wouldn't be worth the effort. There's one more thing I wanted to address about that video, and then I'll get to talking about some other stuff, I promise. And this is a really minor issue in the first place, but I think the Truth About Roguelikes video has given a lot of people this false impression that I dislike all the new roguelite games that misuse the term roguelike. People get this impression that the classic roguelikes are all I care about, and I think these newer games can go to hell and take their false terminology with them. Not the case at all, in fact. My entire beef about these genres is tied into word usage and nothing else. I'm actually a lot more interested in roguelites than I am in most traditional roguelikes. I mean, yes, I have over 100 hours in Dungeons of Dreadmore, and I've played enough of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup that I actually reached the room with the orb, but still haven't retrieved it. But I also have over 500 cumulative hours across games like The Binding of Isaac, Spelunky, and Risk of Rain. If I had to choose to go the rest of my life without roguelikes or roguelites, I would throw traditional roguelikes out the window without a second thought. As far as the rest of my reviews go, I don't have a whole lot to say about them. I'm not extremely happy with the Crypt of the Necrodancer review, mostly because the audio sounded awkward at times, and odds are the video is muted in most countries, or well on its way to being muted, since I used a bunch of copyrighted music for the purposes of the review. If that video ever disappears from my channel, that's the reason why. My personal favorite review at this point is probably the Rogue Legacy one, but it's my least viewed among the reviews. That or the Spelunky review. But it's the most recent one, and hasn't really had time to catch up to the others. The absolute most popular things on my channel are the videos where I talk about Dwarf Fortress. I still get occasional requests to make more videos of more Dwarf Fortress anecdotes, but the unfortunate truth there is that I once had a lot of those stories written down in a text file, but lost it somewhere in the course of reformatting hard drives and installing new operating systems. But now I'm working on a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play series, and the purpose of that series is to fill the void left by my lack of any old stories to tell. Hopefully people can watch that series and get to see some stories as they unfold in real time. Now that we're on the topic of my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play, I want to talk about the rest of my channel at large. In addition to my high-effort, well-thought-out reviews, I've uploaded a ton of videos that are mostly my friends and me playing games, usually edited down to showcase the very funniest parts, but not always edited so much. Maybe it's just because I'm some kind of shameless narcissist, but I love to rewatch these videos. I still managed to crack up while watching the Mario 64 co-op playthrough I did with my friend Jared. Sometimes it gets me down that these gameplay videos are not nearly as viewed as my other stuff. But again, I'm much happier to see that the videos I put the most effort into are seen the most. Still, I would like for my channel to eventually be known as much for the Let's Play sort of content as for the more thoughtful reviews that I put out. I read a statistic recently saying that if one of your videos is watched by 10% of your subscriber count, then that is a very successful video. So in light of this, it doesn't look so much like my gameplay videos are underviewed or anything like that. Plus, this would also mean that the first episode of my Dwarf Fortress LP has been viewed by over 100% of my subscriber count, and my most popular video has currently been viewed by over 2,000% of my subscriber count. But still, I want to urge everyone to give my non-review videos a watch. If my friends and I have played a game you like, check that video out, and I bet it'll be funny or otherwise enjoyable. Also, feel free to request an LP of any game you'd like to see on my channel. I started the Dwarf Fortress series just because I saw 2 people requested in the comments of my other videos, and it turned out to be something that a lot of people wanted to see. So if I know in advance that a video is going to have an audience, I'm happy to create something for that audience. Most of the non-review content I make now is multiplayer stuff with me and at least one friend. But as time goes on, it kind of becomes more difficult to coordinate with these people like I used to, and so I'd really like to branch out into single-player LP content, though I see that becoming much more challenging, having to hold up all the entertainment value on my own shoulders. Not that I'm not an entertaining person or anything, that's not what I'm saying. But let's talk some more about the future of this channel. I do still intend to keep up the review series. For the foreseeable future, the channel is not going to devolve into nothing but Let's Play content. The only way this would ever become a thing would be if that LP content started to gain significantly more views than the high-effort reviews. Or if I somehow became a superstar who could make a living on gameplay videos alone. I would ideally like to make a full review of every roguelike or roguelite that I've played, but it's hard for me to feel qualified to make a thorough review of something without first clocking upwards of like 40 or 50 hours on it, at the very least. My next planned review is set to be about The Binding of Isaac, but as of this moment I have not taken one step toward starting that review. I have not written one word of it, much less recorded any footage for it. So that one may yet be a few months away, depending on how much free time I get to work on it. Speaking of free time, it is frankly kind of miraculous that I'm able to maintain a regular upload schedule and put out at least one video per week. The secret here is that I'm still editing and uploading footage from games that I recorded months ago. You'll see in some upcoming Undertale videos that I'll make jokes about New Year's, when in fact the videos are getting uploaded about as far away from New Year's as possible. But yes, free time is a very irregular commodity for me. I have a job where my hours change on a weekly basis, so there is never any time of any day that I can guarantee my availability. Because of this, it's unlikely that you'll ever see me branch out into live streaming. That's something I would like to do, but I can't organize a specific time to do it every single week. Nor am I able to give people very much notice that I'd be streaming in the near future. I don't think I have enough fans that if I were to just spontaneously start streaming something whenever I can, that I'd be guaranteed to get even one viewer. It's unfortunate because I know games like Dwarf Fortress, Spelunky, and The Binding of Isaac are all very popular streaming material, and I believe I could make those entertaining if I could do it on a regular schedule. The very least I can say is that if you look me up on Steam, I have my streaming settings on there set up so that any Steam user can freely watch me stream any game I happen to be playing. I'm usually not playing anything with an audience in mind, and usually not commentating either, but hey, you might just catch me playing something on there, and you can feel free to chat with me that way when I'm in-game. Speaking of which, anyone who wants to add me on Steam can feel free. I have a link to my profile on my YouTube page. I'm always glad to talk to somebody who likes anything I do here. Especially observant viewers here will notice that I recently acquired a very nice new microphone. Unfortunately, I still have yet to upload my full backlog of videos from back when I still used the original mic. So for a little while, the only videos you're going to be seeing where I use this fabulous new microphone are videos I've recorded very recently, since that purchase. It's not all going to be high quality audio in my upcoming videos, but it won't be too long before I get all the way through that backlog. I guess I should say, to sort of wrap things up, that I made this video because I'm not sure what would be the best way to coordinate with my subscribers, to communicate with them directly, and to make announcements that as many of those people as possible will see. Like I said, people are welcome to reach out to me on Steam, but that takes some active effort on other people's part. I have a Twitter account made for the purpose of talking about this channel, but only about 4 people are following me, so I don't know if that's doing a world of good. If anyone has any suggestions of how I can announce channel updates or pose questions to everybody in the future, I'd be glad to hear them. Definitely leave me lots of comments. Should I continue to periodically make update videos like this one after certain milestones on my channel? I don't want to clutter up my channel too much with stuff like this. But yeah, I am definitely open to everyone else's ideas. Leave me as many comments as possible, not just on this video, but on all my videos. Tell me what you like, tell me what's not so good, tell me if there's anything else you'd like to see come out of this channel. There's no better time or place to toss your thoughts at me. 2 final closing statements. First of all, thank you all so much for subscribing to me. I can't believe I managed to rack up over 100 subscribers, much less 300, and I hope the channel just continues to grow and grow. Every single new subscriber makes me so happy, and I love reading every single comment people post on my videos. I hope you all keep supporting me, and hopefully I can continue to make videos that you all enjoy. The second closing statement, somewhat unrelated to everything else here, but if you just so happen to be an anime fan, I launched a sister channel some months ago where I'm trying my hand at some comedic anime-related videos. I didn't upload them to this channel since they're pretty well unrelated to everything else I upload, but if that sounds like your scene, give these videos a watch. The channel currently has approximately 0 subscribers and slightly over 0 views across its videos, and this is really the only context where I feel comfortable promoting my own projects. So if you like them, or really if you like anything I've made, absolutely feel free to send them around to other people. Thanks again to all of you who have helped me make my channel what it is today, and here's hoping that things only grow better and better.